There is a city whose very name stirs countless questions: Rome. Why is it called the Eternal City? What compels millions of travelers from around the globe to return here, not just once, but over and over again? Could it be that Rome holds secrets never fully revealed, or that its past and present blend so seamlessly we can no longer tell them apart? Rome is not just about its monumental wonders like the Colosseum or the Roman Forum. Behind every stone wall, every ancient cobblestone street, lies a mystery, an echo of an empire that once ruled the world. They say that if you listen closely to the wind rushing past the domes, you can still hear the whispers of history. And yet, Rome is alive in the present, in its lively cafes filled with laughter, in piazzas glowing with light, in the golden sunsets that turn the city into a living painting. Rome is like an open mystery. The deeper you explore, the more it pulls you in. So, what awaits us ahead? Is it the hidden secrets behind ancient ruins, or the romantic moments woven into the rhythm of everyday life? Let us begin the journey to uncover the answers. When speaking of Rome, there is one monument no one can ignore: the Colosseum. More than 2,000 years have passed, yet this colossal structure still stands proudly in the heart of the city, a timeless witness to the power, creativity, and ambition of the Roman Empire. The Colosseum was once the gathering place for tens of thousands of spectators who came to witness deadly battles between gladiators, wild animal hunts, and even grand reenactments of military campaigns. With a capacity of over 50,000 people, it was the beating heart of ancient entertainment, where life and death played out before the eyes of the masses. But the Colosseum is not merely a symbol of violence, it is also a testament to architectural genius far ahead of its time. Its arches, corridors, stairways, and the underground mechanisms beneath the arena floor reveal the extraordinary ingenuity of the Romans. Walking through its stone pathways, one can almost feel the breath of history, hear the echoes of cheers, the clash of steel, and the pounding hearts of warriors. Today, the Colosseum no longer hosts fierce battles, but stands as one of the world's most iconic heritage sites, drawing millions of visitors each year. To stand before it is not only to admire the grandeur of history, but also to reflect on the fragility of time and the enduring legacy that humankind leaves for future generations. In the heart of modern Rome, amidst bustling streets and lively squares, lies a place that feels like a doorway into another era. This is the Roman Forum, the political, religious, and social center of the ancient Roman Empire. Over 2,000 years ago, this was the gathering ground of senators, emperors, merchants, and ordinary citizens. It was here that critical decisions shaping the destiny of a mighty empire were made. In Latin, the word forum means public square, and the Roman Forum was exactly that, the beating heart where power, economy, and faith converged. Though today only ruins remain, scattered columns, ancient temples, triumphal arches, and weathered foundations, each stone still seems to whisper tales of glory. Landmarks such as the Temple of Saturn, the Temple of Vesta, and the Arch of Titus stand as solemn reminders of Rome's greatness. Walking through the Forum, one can almost imagine bustling markets, powerful orations echoing across the square, and the jubilant cheers of citizens welcoming victorious legions. Every step feels like touching layers of memory, a reminder that this ground was once the very center of the ancient world. The Roman Forum is not just a tourist attraction. It is a testament to the rise and fall of a civilization, a legacy etched into stone for humankind. To stand here is to feel both the fragility of time and the enduring power of history that still resonates through these silent ruins. Among the 7 legendary hills of Rome, Palatine Hill holds a special place, sacred and mythical. According to legend, this was where the she-wolf nurtured the twins, Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome. This tale makes Palatine not just a hill, but the symbolic birthplace of an entire civilization. Rising about 40 meters above the city, Palatine Hill overlooks the Roman Forum and the Circus Maximus, offering breathtaking, panoramic views. Because of this strategic location, Roman emperors and aristocrats chose it as their residence. Majestic palaces such as the Domus Augustana, Domus Flavia, and Domus Tiberiana once stood here, turning the hill into the very seat of imperial power. Today, as visitors stroll across Palatine Hill, they encounter remnants of grand palaces, ancient temples, and gardens. Intertwined with these ruins are the lush Farnese gardens, creating a serene contrast that blends history with nature. What is truly striking is the silence that lingers here. Despite 2 millennia passing, Palatine remains calm and timeless, unlike the bustling city below. The whisper of the wind through broken walls, the sunlight painting golden tones on ancient stones, everything evokes the grandeur of Rome's past. Palatine Hill is more than an archaeological site. It is a living story of Rome's origin, a place where history, myth, and power merge into an eternal symphony. Enclosed within Rome, yet standing as its own sovereign state, Vatican City is the smallest country in the world and the spiritual heart of millions of Catholics. Covering just about 44 hectares, the Vatican feels like a universe in miniature, where every stone, every artwork carries history and faith. The journey begins at St. Peter's Square, where the massive colonnades embrace visitors like welcoming arms. Moving forward, the majestic St. Peter's Basilica rises in grandeur, with Michelangelo's iconic dome crowning the skyline. Inside, masterpieces such as the Pietà and the intricate mosaics radiate a timeless magnificence. But the Vatican's treasures go even further. The Vatican museums hold thousands of priceless works of art, spanning from ancient Egypt to the Renaissance. The crown jewel is the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo's ceiling stands as one of humanity's greatest masterpieces. Looking up, the vibrant biblical scenes unfold, as if history itself is alive above you. What makes the Vatican extraordinary is its fusion of religion, art, and history. It It is not only a pilgrimage site, but also a place where one feels humbled before beauty and divinity. Whether you seek spiritual reflection or artistic wonder, Vatican City offers an unforgettable experience, majestic, sacred, and deeply mysterious. In the heart of Rome, where bustling streets meet the echoes of history, stands the Spanish Steps. Not merely 135 stone steps, but a true symbol of the city's spirit, blending art, history, and everyday life. Climbing each step, visitors feel both the liveliness and romance of Rome. At the base lies the Piazza Fountain, shaped like a half-sunken boat, a masterpiece created by the Bernini family. Its gentle flowing water sets the tone, like the opening melody of a journey. As you ascend, the golden light of sunset washes over the stones, while seasonal flowers add splashes of color, creating a scene that feels almost dreamlike. At the top, the elegant Trinità dei Monti Church overlooks the steps, a bridge between heaven and earth, the ancient and the modern. The Spanish Steps are more than a landmark for art and architecture enthusiasts. They are a gathering place for Romans and travelers alike. People come here to rest, to talk, and to take in the view of the eternal city. Especially in spring, when flowers bloom across the staircase, the entire square transforms into a living canvas, a memory impossible to forget. Among Rome's countless wonders, one place always captivates visitors: the Trevi Fountain. With the gentle sound of flowing water and the grandeur of marble statues, it is not just a masterpiece of architecture, but a living symbol of dreams and hope. Completed in the 18th century, Trevi Fountain is the largest and most famous fountain in the city. At its center stands Oceanus, the god of the sea, riding a chariot pulled by sea horses, surrounded by mythical figures that embody abundance and the forces of nature. When sunlight strikes, the water sparkles like fragments of crystal, turning the square into a dazzling stage. Trevi Fountain carries with it a legendary ritual, the coin toss. Tradition says that if you throw a coin with your right hand over your left shoulder, you are destined to return to Rome. 2 coins promise new romance, while 3 coins symbolize marriage. Every day, thousands of visitors from around the world take part in this ritual, filling the fountain with wishes and hopes. At night, when the lights glow, Trevi becomes more enchanting than ever. The water reflects golden hues, and the sound of its flow echoes through the city like a gentle melody. This is not only a place to admire art, but also to feel Rome with your heart. In the heart of Rome, where history and time intertwine, the Pantheon rises as an eternal testament to human genius and ambition. Built in the 2nd century under Emperor Hadrian, it was originally a temple dedicated to all Roman gods, but over time it became a Christian church and an everlasting symbol of Rome. What makes the Pantheon legendary is its massive dome. With a diameter of nearly 43 meters, it remains one of the greatest engineering marvels in history, rivaling even modern architecture. At its very center lies the oculus, an open circle to the sky, where sunlight streams through, moving across the interior like a natural sundial. Stepping inside the Pantheon feels like entering another realm, where light, shadow, marble, and sacred atmosphere converge. The sturdy granite columns, the ancient patterned floors, and the tombs of Italian kings and luminaries create a space that is both solemn and mysterious. The Pantheon is not just architecture, it is a harmony of religion, art, and nature. It's both solemn and mysterious. Beneath its grand dome, visitors can feel the heartbeat of time, a place where past and present coexist in immortality. At the very heart of Rome, Piazza Navona is not just a square, but a vibrant stage where art, history, and daily life converge. Built upon the site of an ancient Roman stadium, it retains its unique oval shape, instantly evoking a sense of both antiquity and vitality for visitors. The most striking features of Piazza Navona are its three magnificent fountains. The centerpiece is the Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, Fountain of the Four Rivers, a masterpiece by the sculptor Bernini. Depicting the great rivers of the Nile, Danube, Ganges, and Rio de la Plata, this fountain is more than just art. It is a symbol of global connection among civilizations. Alongside it, the Fontana del Moro and Fontana del Nettuno add elegance and charm, enriching the grandeur of the square. Surrounding the piazza, splendid Baroque buildings, lively cafes, and talented street performers bring the space to life. Visitors can pause to sip an espresso, watch artists sketch portraits, or listen to spontaneous music filling the air. By night, golden lights cast a glow upon the ancient cobblestones, transforming Piazza Navona into a living painting full of romance. But Piazza Navona is not only beautiful, it is steeped in history. From royal festivals of the past to today's bustling gatherings, the square has always been the beating heart of Rome, a testament to the endurance of Italian culture through the centuries. In the bustling heart of Rome, the Villa Borghese gardens serve as a serene green oasis, offering visitors a peaceful escape from the city's lively rhythm. As the third largest public park in Rome, designed in the style of an English landscape garden, it blends natural beauty with artistic charm. Walking along shaded paths, one encounters expansive lawns, shimmering lakes, and classical statues hidden among the trees. More than just a garden, Villa Borghese is also a cultural hub, home to museums and architectural treasures. The highlight is the Galleria Borghese, which houses masterpieces by Bernini, Caravaggio, Raphael, and other great masters. Beyond art, the gardens provide delightful activities. Visitors can rent bicycles, row a boat on the small lake, or simply sit and watch the sunset descend over ancient trees. From certain viewpoints, sweeping panoramas of Rome unfold, with the majestic dome of the Vatican rising in the distance. Villa Borghese Gardens embody a perfect harmony of nature, culture, and history. It is not merely a place of leisure, but also a sanctuary where one can experience Rome in its fullest expression, timeless, vibrant, and deeply poetic. Standing proudly at the bustling Piazza Venezia, the Vittoriano, also known as the Altare della Patria, Altar of the Fatherland, rises as a majestic symbol of Italy's unification. This massive white marble monument was built to honor King Victor Emmanuel II, the first monarch of a unified Italy in the 19th century. From afar, visitors can already see the grand stairways leading to the monument, crowned by two bronze quadrigas, chariots driven by winged victories, symbolizing strength and triumph. Climbing its steps feels like a journey back through history, where the ideals of patriotism and unity are carved into every architectural detail. At the heart of the Vittoriano lies the tomb of the unknown soldier, where an eternal flame burns in memory of the countless soldiers who sacrificed their lives for Italy. The solemn atmosphere here transforms every footstep into a moment of reflection, reminding us of the priceless value of freedom and peace. Beyond its symbolic meaning, the Vittoriano offers one of the most breathtaking views of Rome. From its panoramic terraces, the Eternal City unfolds in all directions. The grand dome of St. Peter's Basilica in the distance, the ruins of the Roman Forum below, and the sea of terracotta rooftops stretching toward the horizon. Conceived as both a memorial and an architectural statement, the Vittoriano stands not only as a monument of national pride for Italians, but also as a must-visit landmark for travelers. Here, history, art, and the enduring spirit of a nation converge, offering an experience both majestic and deeply moving. Across the Tiber River, hidden behind ancient bridges, Trastevere unfolds like a different world within Rome, a place where life slows down, romance lingers in the air, and authentic Italian charm thrives. Unlike the grandeur of the Colosseum or the solemnity of the Vatican, Trastevere captivates visitors with its cobblestone alleys, ivy-clad walls, and the inviting warmth of small cafes and traditional family-run restaurants. As you wander through Trastevere, you will come across lively squares such as Piazza Santa Maria, home to the Basilica di Santa Maria in Trastevere, one of the oldest churches in Rome, glowing with magnificent golden mosaics. This square is not only a spiritual center, but also the beating heart of the neighborhood, where locals and travelers gather to enjoy street music or simply chat under the soft glow of lamplight. Trastevere is also regarded as the artistic soul of Rome, filled with galleries, artisan shops, and corners rich in creativity. In the evening, the neighborhood bursts to life as trattorias, cozy wine bars, and vibrant pubs welcome guests, making it a hub of both tradition and youthful energy. This fusion of the old and the new gives Trastevere its irresistible allure. From the nearby Janiculum Hill, one can take in panoramic views of Trastevere, with its terracotta rooftops and the Tiber River quietly embracing the district. More than just a neighborhood, Trastevere is an experience, a place where the true essence of Rome is felt, romantic, genuine, and full of life. Amid the bustling rhythm of modern Rome, the Appian Way, or Via Appia Antica, emerges as a gateway to the glorious past of the Roman Empire. Known as the very first Roman road, built in 312 BC, it once served as a vital artery linking Rome to southern Italy. Walking along its time-worn stones, one can still sense the echoes of history in every step. Exploring the Appian Way, whether on foot or by bicycle, feels like traveling back over 2,000 years. Lined with trees and shaded pathways, the road is adorned with ancient ruins, tombs, catacombs, crumbling arches, and remnants of once grand walls. The serene and peaceful atmosphere here stands in stark contrast to the hectic pace of central Rome. Among its highlights are the early Christian catacombs, which once served as burial sites and sanctuaries for the faithful. They hold not only religious significance, but also shed light on the cultural and spiritual life of ancient Romans. Nearby, the Grand Mausoleum of Caecilia Metella, remarkably well preserved, offers a striking glimpse into Roman architectural brilliance. The Appian Way is far more than just a road. It is a living monument, a witness to centuries of journeys made by soldiers, merchants, and pilgrims. Walking this path today allows one not only to see ruins, but also to feel the enduring spirit of Rome, a city that forever bridges its ancient past with the present. Standing proudly along the banks of the Tiber River, Castel Sant'Angelo rises as a majestic fortress, deeply intertwined with the legendary history of Rome. Originally, this monument was not a castle, but a mausoleum, commissioned by Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD for himself and his family. Over the centuries, it transformed many times, from a tomb to a fortress, a papal residence, and finally, the museum we see today. What makes Castel Sant'Angelo truly fascinating is its blend of history and legend. According to tradition, in the 6th century, during a plague that devastated Rome, Pope Gregory the Great witnessed the Archangel Michael appear atop the structure, sheathing his sword as a sign that the plague was ending. From that moment, the building became known as the Castle of the Holy Angel. Inside, visitors can explore ancient corridors, secret chambers, and weapon collections that once protected the city. Winding passages lead upward to the terrace, where a breathtaking panorama of Rome unfolds, with a striking view of Vatican City dominating the horizon. This viewpoint remains one of the most enchanting experiences for travelers. Castel Sant'Angelo is more than an architectural marvel. It is a symbol of Rome's resilience and enduring strength. To walk within its walls is to journey through centuries of history, legend, and faith, discovering a Rome that is both majestic and mysteriously timeless. Among the legendary 7 hills of ancient Rome, Capitoline Hill stands as the heart of the city's political and spiritual life for more than 2 millennia. It was once home to the most sacred temples of ancient Rome, most notably the Grand Temple of Jupiter, protector and supreme deity of the empire. Today, a visit to Capitoline Hill is not only a journey into Rome's past, but also an encounter with artistic brilliance. The famous Renaissance master Michelangelo redesigned the elegant Piazza del Campidoglio, with its harmonious lines, the majestic equestrian statue of Marcus Aurelius at its center, and the solemn staircase leading visitors upward. One of the greatest highlights here is the Capitoline Museums, among the oldest public museums in the world. Inside, visitors can marvel at masterpieces such as the Capitoline wolf, symbolizing the legend of Romulus and Remus, the twin brothers who founded Rome, as well as grand statues of Roman emperors that recall the empire's golden age. From the terrace atop Capitoline Hill, the breathtaking view of the Roman Forum stretches out below, offering a vivid reminder of the empire's enduring legacy. This hill serves as a bridge between past and present, where myth, history, and art intertwine seamlessly. Capitoline Hill is not merely a tourist destination. It is a timeless symbol of Rome's spirit, reminding us that the eternal city is where history and art continue to breathe together in harmony. Among the grand architectural complexes of ancient Rome, the Trajan Forum stands as the pinnacle of imperial power and artistry. Built in the early 2nd century AD by the brilliant architect Apollodorus of Damascus, this monumental site was not only a political hub, but also a powerful testament to the wealth and might of the Roman Empire. The Forum featured a vast central square surrounded by marble colonnades and majestic structures. Its most striking feature is the Column of Trajan, rising nearly 30 meters high, intricately carved with more than 2,000 figures that chronicle the emperor's military campaigns in Dacia. Every detail, every scene is etched into stone, making it a stone comic strip that vividly narrates the empire's victories. Equally fascinating is the Trajan's Market, often considered the world's oldest shopping center. With dozens of shops, storerooms, and offices, it once bustled with the daily rhythm of Roman life, a place where merchants traded goods, citizens gathered, and stories of the empire's heartbeat were exchanged. Today, although much of the site lies in ruins, walking through the Trajan Forum still evokes the grandeur of its past. Broken columns and surviving walls continue to radiate the authority and presence of an empire that once ruled the known world. The Trajan Forum is more than an archaeological site. It is a lasting reminder that Rome was once the center of power, art, and civilization, leaving behind a legacy that endures through the ages. At the heart of Bologna lies Santo Stefano Church, often called Sette Chiese, meaning 7 churches, a truly unique religious complex in Italy. More than just a single church, Santo Stefano is a collection of interconnected buildings, forming a sacred labyrinth that carries nearly 2,000 years of history. Legend has it that this site was originally built over a Roman pagan temple, later expanded and transformed through different eras. Stepping into Santo Stefano feels like embarking on a journey through time, from the rough medieval brick walls to the refined Renaissance details, all blending into an atmosphere that is both mysterious and sacred. The most remarkable highlight is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed to be modeled after Christ's tomb in Jerusalem. Its octagonal structure and solemn ambience give visitors the impression of a pilgrimage to the Holy Land itself. Equally fascinating is the Benedictine cloister, with its paired stone columns and harmonious decorative patterns, making it a masterpiece of architectural artistry. Santo Stefano is not merely a religious site, but also a living book of Bologna's history. Through every stone and every arch, one can sense the interplay of faith, art, and power across centuries. Today, the complex remains both a spiritual center, where religious ceremonies are still held, and a major cultural attraction that draws visitors with its enigmatic and timeless beauty. Visiting Santo Stefano is not simply touring a church, it is entering an entire world of history, where time and faith intertwine to tell the enduring story of Bologna through the ages. In the heart of Rome, the baths of Caracalla, or Terme di Caracalla, stand as a monumental reminder of the grandeur and sophistication of the Roman Empire. Built in the early 3rd century under Emperor Caracalla, this complex was far more than just public baths. It was a cultural and social hub where Romans gathered to relax, meet, and enjoy life. Walking through the site today, visitors are struck by its massive scale. Covering over 25 hectares, the baths could accommodate thousands of people at once. Towering brick walls, lofty vaults, and fragments of marble floors still convey the magnificence of a structure that stood nearly 1,800 years ago. Inside, the baths of Caracalla feature different sections: the hot baths, caldarium, warm baths, tepidarium, cold baths, frigidarium, and even a large outdoor swimming pool. But bathing was only part of the experience. There were libraries, gyms, and lush gardens, making it a true palace for the people. What fascinates many visitors is the advanced engineering, underground heating systems, intricate water channels, and hypocauste floors that kept rooms and pools warm, all showcasing the genius of Roman architecture. Though now in ruins, the baths of Caracalla remain captivating. As the sun sets, the crumbling walls whisper stories of prosperity, innovation, and the eventual decline of a civilization that once ruled the ancient world. In the heart of Rome, the baths of Caracalla, or Terme di Caracalla, stand as a monumental reminder of the grandeur and sophistication of the Roman Empire. Built in the early 3rd century under Emperor Caracalla, this complex was far more than just public baths. It was a cultural and social hub where Romans gathered to relax, meet, and enjoy life. Walking through the site today, visitors are struck by its massive scale. Covering over 25 hectares, the baths could accommodate thousands of people at once. Towering brick walls, lofty vaults, and fragments of marble floors still convey the magnificence of a structure that stood nearly 1,800 years ago. Inside, the baths of Caracalla featured different sections: the hot baths, caldarium, warm baths, tepidarium, cold baths, frigidarium, and even a large outdoor swimming pool. But bathing was only part of the experience. There were libraries, gyms, and lush gardens, making it a true palace for the people. What fascinates many visitors is the advanced engineering, underground heating systems, intricate water channels, and hypocauste floors that kept rooms and pools warm, all showcasing the genius of Roman architecture. Though now in ruins, the baths of Caracalla remain captivating. As the sun sets, the crumbling walls whisper stories of prosperity, innovation, and the eventual decline of a civilization that once ruled the ancient world. Set on the eastern hills of Rome, Tivoli has long been regarded as the perfect escape for those seeking a retreat from the capital's bustle. Located just about 30 kilometers from Rome, Tivoli unveils an entirely different world where history, art, and breathtaking landscapes come together in harmony. This small town is renowned for its splendid villas and enchanting gardens, once the summer retreats of emperors, cardinals, and aristocrats. Among them, the most famous is Villa d'Este, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its elaborate fountains and lush terrace gardens, a true masterpiece of Renaissance art. Walking through its grounds feels like entering a heavenly palace, where water, stone, and greenery perform a living symphony. Not far away lies Hadrian's villa, Villa Adriana, the vast retreat of Emperor Hadrian. Its ruins, temples, libraries, baths, and gardens reveal the grandeur and luxury of life during the height of the Roman Empire. Nature, too, plays a vital role in Tivoli's charm. The Cascata dell'Agneni waterfall cascades dramatically through the hills, creating a landscape both majestic and poetic. It is this blend of natural wonder and architectural brilliance that makes Tivoli truly unforgettable. Tivoli is not only a guardian of history, but also a living dialogue between man and nature, between power and art. For travelers, it offers more than just sightseeing. It is a chance to feel the echoes of centuries past, resonating from the very heart of Italy. Stretching across the Tiber River, the Ponte Sisto Bridge is one of Rome's most historically significant and romantic landmarks. Built in the late 15th century under Pope Sixtus IV, this bridge is more than just a passage between two riverbanks. It is a silent witness to centuries of Rome's evolving story. What makes Ponte Sisto remarkable is its elegant yet simple design. 4 broad stone arches reflecting on the Tiber's waters. At its center lies a round opening known as the oculus, designed to ease the river's pressure during floods while adding a unique charm to the bridge's silhouette. At sunset, Ponte Sisto glows in shades of gold and crimson, transforming into one of the city's most enchanting viewpoints. The bridge connects Rome's historic heart with the lively neighborhood of Trastevere, famous for its artists, vibrant piazzas, and traditional eateries. Locals stroll across the bridge to enjoy fresh air, while travelers pause to capture photographs, admire the slow flow of the Tiber, and immerse themselves in the eternal city's serene rhythm. For centuries, Ponte Sisto has been a pathway of encounters, stories, and affection. Legends say lovers often met here, drawn by the sweeping views of Rome shimmering under nightlights. Today, crossing Ponte Sisto is not just a scenic walk, it is a journey into history, a moment to experience the poetry woven into the stones of this timeless city. Our journey through Rome may have reached its end, but the echoes of the eternal city will linger long in our hearts. From monumental wonders like the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the Vatican, to the narrow alleys whispering stories of history and the piazzas alive with art, Rome reveals itself not just as a destination, but as a living book of past, present, and future. Rome offers more than awe-inspiring architecture. It is also a place to slow down, to sip coffee at a small cafe while watching life unfold, or to wander across ancient bridges under the golden glow of sunset. Every step in this city leads to discovery, and every scene tells a tale waiting to be remembered. As we conclude this journey, we take with us more than photographs. We carry emotions, admiration, gratitude, and a longing to return. Rome does not only exist on the map of Italy, it also exists in the memories of those who have touched its soul.